Mariners win 3-1. They take the final of the 4-game series against the Houston Astros and win that series 3-1. They finish their road chip, the Alvin and the Chipmunks road trip. They finished that movie. They finished their road trip 5-2. And they're 45-44 on the season heading into the All-Star break. Quickly go over how it happened. Teoscar Hernandez doubles home Julio Rodriguez in the fourth to make it 1-0. And then Jared Kelenic doubles home France and Hernandez to make it 3-0. Martin Maldonado, that Mariner killer of Mariner killers, does get one on the board for the Astros in the sixth, but that's all she wrote for either team. Mariners get the win. They get the series win, and they head into the, if you believe in momentum, they head into the to the break with momentum. If you just like seeing good things happen, that's what's happened. They've played so much better baseball over this last week and a half. Any negatives that I really want to focus on? Nah, not really. Nobody had a great game offensively anyway. But nobody had a horrible game either. Everybody, I think, got on base except for Colton Wong, and that's just going to happen. I give up. I give up on hoping. I gave up on Colton Wong helping this team a long time ago. Anything he adds is just a wonderful words I can't say. Logan Gilbert was excellent tonight. Just gives up that solo homer. Kept the Astros offense off balance throughout the game. Really, really impressive stuff. And we've seen some clunkers. There's no doubt we've seen some clunkers. But for the most part, we've seen him look pretty darn good for the last 2 years. Do I think George Kirby is better? Yes. Is that an insult to Logan Gilbert? Goodness gracious, no. It's a mighty fine compliment to George Kirby. Matt Brash was excellent. Threw a ton of strikes. I mean, he only threw 9 pitches, but 7 of them for strikes. Anytime he doesn't get more than 1 strikeout, I'm almost like, is he okay? To ERA down to 3.5. That was in the 5s not that long ago. And it was almost entirely based on some bad luck. You're going to hear a dog, by the way, itching. She just got a haircut. They're cute. You deal with it. And I forgot to bring my headphones in from the car. Just got back from Seattle to record this after watching a replay of the game with, not with anybody. I was by myself. It's a good win. It's a great way to end this. So worth pointing out, I'm recording this during the draft. I'm not going to lie to you folks. I'm having a little bit of a pity party. I've covered the draft professionally for 14 years. 14 years. I wasn't able to do it this year. In my home background, with it happening about 50 miles from me. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great, but I don't expect anybody to have too much sympathy for me. It's the way the world works. And, some of it's by choice. I could have done a prospect thing to cover the draft in more tune. Still know, in my personal opinion, as much as anybody, but talk to a lot of scouts about this stuff, watch a lot of video, but yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I would have been really liked to have covered it in a more concrete manner, but it is what it is. I will have a video going over the Mariners draft picks tomorrow, and I will be talking about them on Mollywop Monday as well. So that will be fun. That'll be a nice little, and I'll try to come up with a couple other videos during the All-Star break as well, just because, need the content, baby. So close to that 500 subscribers. Please hit like and subscribe on this. I'll say it again at the end of the video. I like to see that the Mariners are getting extra base hits, like without relying on the homers. You know what I mean? Like they double 4 times today. That's a pretty good amount. What I don't like to see is that they were 2 for 15 with runners in scoring position. France over 2, Wong over 2, Raleigh over 2, Suarez 0-2, Crawford 0-1, Ford 0-2. Kelenic and Hernandez are the only people who pick up those extra baits, those hits with runners in scoring position. But it's great that they're getting into position again. They've done that a lot. I think the offense has looked vastly improved over this last week or so, especially during this road trip. And, those 2 games against Tampa, 2 of 3 games against Tampa Bay as well. This just looks like a much better baseball team, and it gives me so much more confidence going into this. It's a lot of work to be done. I'll say that again. This is the 89th video we've done, and I'm going to repeat myself a lot. I apologize. But they've dug a hole, and now is the time that they have to dig themselves out of the hole. Plenty of time to do it. 73 games to go. 73 games is an eternity. Hey, could you stop scratching, please? Nope. She said no. So that's the hole that what you're hearing right now is the Mariners undigging that hole. It worked out well. Yeah. The first half's over. And it was frustrating. And we'll talk a lot about it over these next couple of days, but it was a frustrating first half. But there were those flashes, and especially lately. There's been a lot of flashes lately that suggest that this team could be a playoff team. Anybody going to the home run derby? Anybody going to the All-Star game? That'll be fun. I looked into it. Those prices are insane. But it's also a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So if you have the means, I don't blame anybody for going. But those prices are, especially for the home run derby. I get it for the All-Star game. But for the home run derby, to get the bills that you have to pay to get something like that is, I don't see it. I don't see it myself when you can watch it on TV, but have a blast. Seriously, I'm zero sarcasm. Have fun. Watch some of the best power hitters in baseball just destroy Safeco Field. T-Mobile. Really good win. Really good series. Can't believe that. I know they would have had to have scored another run at some point, but we're talking about Andre Munoz giving up a home run to Martin Maldonado, who, again, I know went deep again today, but you're talking about that from having a sweep. And I want to bring up, yes, the bases loaded, nobody out thing, that stunk yesterday. That was a bummer. I should have brought it up yesterday. I was frustrated that I was recording on my phone. But, yeah, that was obviously bad. Really bad. Oh, it's frustrating. I know what the stats say that the Mariners have actually been pretty good with the bases loaded, but we've been burnt by it so much in our time. So much. Yeah. Yeah, good series win. And now you get 4 days off. You'll get to watch 3 Mariners play in the All-Star game. You'll get to watch one of them hit in the home run derby. You got to watch 2 play in the Futures game. I was really impressed with Class A. That athleticism is ridiculous. Not that Harry Ford isn't good too, but Class A is taking a step up. Got to limit the strikeouts, but his athleticism suggests to me that he can be a starter someday. Absolutely. And Gilbert, no doubt about it. Or excuse me. Well, Gilbert can be a starter too. But Ford, absolutely. I don't know if it's a catcher or not. It seems like a waste of his athleticism, if I'm being honest, but he's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Great approach at the plate. Feeling good? Feeling good after this? I mean, obviously you'd feel better if not for some unbelievably bad series, but game over 500, well within striking distance of the final 2 wild card spots. Could be a lot worse, folks. We've seen a lot worse. We sure have. Follow me on Twitter at Crawford_MILB. I hate that place, but I will post all of my stuff. Follow me on Blue Sky at Crawford Chris V. RotoWire Fantasy Baseball podcast every weekend, and also the Sports Sometimes podcast. I'll have a new guest. I'm trying to line somebody up. If anybody has any suggestions, hit me up. I can usually make anything work, but yeah. Please check those out. And please hit like and subscribe. I would feel so much better if I had 500 subscribers by the end of the night. And we're at like 495. Be great. I appreciate so much. I could honestly cry. I appreciate so much the support you guys have shown to this channel. It's been so fun. It's been so cathartic. Thank you. Go Mariners. Hopefully they get some good players today. Thanks, guys.